It's week 5 of the 2024 season, and we're watching the longtime star, Bobby Wagner.
Just off the Capitol Beltway, due east from the monuments of Washington, D.C., we are counting down a kickoff here just outside our nation's capital. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September. We're just starting to figure out how good...
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns led out by their quarterback, Deshaun Watson. The stardom early in Houston. Now his 3rd season with the Browns, 8th season in the league as Watson tries to get this Browns team going in this one.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They run a toss to Chubb. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity, but the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. He chooses to keep it on the zone read.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold them to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
So the drive will end there, and on comes Tress Way to punt on 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Browns offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Watson to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Watson going to give it to Chubb. On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down, so it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Commanders' offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out 1st time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st, so it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tress Way now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Chubb. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Washington.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third and 9. On play action, Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Zacchaeus.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Robinson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw is Watson. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. To throw on 2nd down is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
2nd and 7. They'll throw with Daniels. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Daniels now on first down. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He'll get that to Zacchaeus.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he will score. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. Before this next drive gets started, I want to tell you what's coming up in primetime here in Week 5. First week of October. Starts tonight with Sunday Night Football. Memories of the 70s sure to come to mind as the Cowboys and Steelers meet. It's in Pittsburgh at 8:20 Eastern. Followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. It's the Saints against the champion Chiefs at Arrowhead. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Watson. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
And this is exactly the Jerry Jeudy they thought they were getting when they went out and traded for him from Denver this offseason, wasn't it, Mike? I mean, just can he be that reliable weapon in this passing game to just give a little juice to this Browns offense? And so far, the Alabama product, he has done just that as he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Right back to Judy. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Commanders come up with it. And there it is, the defense. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand. down before the ball comes loose? And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 3rd and long for Watson. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Browns are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll go again with Robinson. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this 1st half. On comes the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Watson to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Throwing again, Daniels. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Daniels gonna throw again. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On first down, it's Watson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they've gone to halftime with the score 14-6. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one complete right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On first down, Daniels. Now he'll run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion is Brown. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to be taken down. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Quick throw here is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and You can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Seibert's extra point is true, and the Commanders extend to a 24-3 lead. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
To throw on second down is Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Moore going in motion. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. 3rd and 6. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The man in motion is Zacchaeus. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson going deep downfield for Judy. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd down and 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Watson. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
He'll run. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him.
And he's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
I really like this play design. They're trying to match up the speed of this running back versus the linebacker in coverage, but do it vertical down the middle of the field. And when he can get that matchup, they feel that's advantage offense.
That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll run here. Marked down at the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Once again, it's Chubb. 1st down and more for Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running is Chubb. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Chubb. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Browns 1st down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Chubb. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Another run here for Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, the defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. They'll drop to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he... Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He brings it in, the tight end Njoku. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Chubb. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up. Chubb. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling.